Welcome, parents and guardians. This is Mrs. Butler's and Mr. Westray's American Lit class, and we are so glad you're here. Just a little bit about myself. Again, my name is Robin Butler, and this is actually my 10th year teaching language arts in Fulton County, but it is my first year at Cambridge, and I'm very excited to be a bear. I grew up in Texas, but I've lived all over the country. I've lived in Philadelphia, I've lived in New York City, I've lived in Dallas, you name it. This is actually technically my third career. My first career, I worked for Christie's Auction House in New York, in Philadelphia, and Dallas. And then I was a stay-at-home mom for a while. Well, then I started substitute teaching. Then I long-term substitute taught. Once that happened, I realized I didn't want to let the class go at the end of class. So I thought maybe this teaching thing is for me. So as a result, I went back and got my master's in teaching at Georgia State University and started my career as teaching. I received my Bachelor of Arts from the University of Texas in English Literature, so I actually am a bona fide word nerd. I really, really do love reading and writing. It is absolutely my favorite thing.
Hey guys, I'm Mr. Westray. I just wanted to introduce myself to you, tell you a little bit about myself. This is my second year at Cambridge. This is also my second year teaching. I'm an assistant wrestling and football coach here. I was born and raised in Forsyth County, Georgia. I went to West Forsyth High School. I started out wrestling at Darton College in Albany, Georgia, which is actually not even a school now. It got absorbed into Albany State. And I finished up my bachelor's degree at the University of North Georgia.
If you ever need Coach Westray or me, the easiest way to reach us is via email. And students can also reach us via email, but we also host office hours every day from 3:20 to 3:50 via Teams. All students have to do is email us and let us know that they need help, or we sometimes will request a help session with them, but we are available every day during that time and sometimes during other times as well. In this class this year, we are going to be using the Readers Writers Workshop model. Coach Westray and I will be working with the students, so to where there is a lot of choice involved. It is a research-based model. It is very authentic. It can be fully personalized. It enhances relationships between the students and the teachers, continues the rigor, and hopefully builds lifelong readers. Y'all, this really may be our last chance to do that, because as these students get older, they really are more reluctant to read. So my job is to get books into their hands. So the main components will be a book talk. We'll do a mini lesson. We will try to have time to read and time to write in every class, and then we will confer with readers. And they will also be asked to read at home, but it will be choice books. This model is really a way that I can have them read and write about what they want to read and write about and the things that they are interested in.
So we're going to have 9 to 10 summative assessments during this semester. Students are going to have the opportunity to improve their grade on these summative assessments based on the feedback we give them. We'll tell them what they need to do to improve their grade, and if they do that, then they can improve it. By the end of the semester, students are also going to need to have completed 80% of their coursework.
So what do we need from you? What are we going to need from you to support us? If you haven't already, please fill out the emailed form that acknowledges that you are aware that students will be selecting their own books. I cannot possibly read every book that they select, and every child is different. You know your child best. You know what the maturity level of your child, what is acceptable for you to read as a family, so please just be conscious. So if you would check in frequently with your child to see what he or she is reading, that will help us tremendously. Even more important is encouraging and providing space and time for your child to read for 20 minutes a day, every day. In order to build that reading stamina and to help create those lifelong readers, they need time and a place to do that.
So we every day we go through the agenda so students know what to expect for the day. All of our lesson plans are going to be on Teams if you guys want to take a look at that. All sessions are going to be recorded. and our daily schedule is going to consist of, we're going to start out with a book talk from either us or a student that wanted to give a talk on a book. Then we go through our word of the day, or we do a quick write activity, and then we have a mini lesson, and then students break off and they work on the work that they have for the day.
I'm sure by now you are very familiar with Microsoft Teams. The beauty, the wonder, the disaster that is all of it. For the most part, it really is a fantastic platform, and it will be our primary source of communication and assignments, as well as our online platform. So as students start to begin returning to the building, we will still be utilizing Microsoft Teams, and instruction will occur simultaneously on Teams as they begin to return to the building. So it should be fairly seamless. I do know that there have been issues, kids getting bounced off. I've gotten bounced off from time to time, but honestly, it really is a pretty solid platform.
So some of the books that we're going to be reading over this year is going to be The Great Gatsby. We're going to be reading a lot of different short stories. Some of the key American documents we're going to be reading are the Declaration of Independence, the letter from Birmingham jail, and other documents. The students are also going to be reading their choice novels. They have the opportunity to pick a book that they're interested in, and they're going to be reading it a lot during class, during downtime, and things like that.
Coach Westray and I want to thank you all for coming and let you know that we are here for your students and for you whenever you need us. If you have any questions, please shoot us an email, or you can also put a question in the chat and we'll be able to respond to you there as well. And we look forward to working with your child all year. Thank you.